After a bizarre day in court yesterday, Sam Bankman-Fried has confirmed that he will in fact agree to be extradited to the United States. Bankman-Fried, the man who went from crypto darling to facing criminal fraud charges after the collapse of FTX, the cryptocurrency exchange he founded, was sent back to a Bahamian jail cell on Monday afternoon after his court hearing in front of Magistrate Shaka Servila descended into confusion. Bankman-Fried, or SBF as he is otherwise known, was arrested last week by authorities in Bahamas after they received notice that the U.S. Department of Justice had filed charges against him. He was denied bail by Chief Magistrate Joyanne Ferguson Pratt, who said that the former billionaire represented a flight risk. At the time, initial word from his attorneys was that he would fight extradition, but having spent a week in jail in conditions Bahamian officials say were, quote, not uncomfortable, reports surfaced on Monday morning that he would formally agree to be extradited. Some went as far as to speculate that SBF could be back in the U.S. as early as the following day, Tuesday. However, Bahamian press report Monday's court hearing soon took a very unexpected turn. Eyewitness News reports SBF's attorney, Jerome Roberts, as telling the magistrate that he was shocked by his client's presence in court rather than at the prison where he had been planning to meet him. Seemingly unaware of his client's change of heart regarding extradition, Roberts said he had not been instructed, nor had he made a request for his client to appear. Proceedings were adjourned to allow Roberts to confer with SBF, but when things resumed, prosecutors said they had nothing to do with it either. Eyewitness News reports lead prosecutor Franklin Williams telling Magistrate Serville that neither local law enforcement nor U.S. authorities had instructed that SBF be brought to court that day. Unlike SBF's local attorney, Williams did seem aware of the shift in intentions, saying that he understood the former billionaire wanted to waive the extradition process. The visibly annoyed judge remanded Bankman-Fried back to prison at the end of the hearing, saying that it appeared to have been a wasted day. His attorney reportedly followed him there in order to receive proper instructions from SBF on how to proceed. By later that afternoon, everyone seemed to be on the same page. Roberts spoke to local press and confirmed that Bankman-Fried will agree to be handed over to the U.S. justice system, where he faces federal wire fraud, securities fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy charges, along with securities violations from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The relevant paperwork was now being prepared, Roberts said, as he expressed hope that his client would be able to reappear in court later this week. In the face of SBF's extensive and singular criminal exposure, he was the only one among the top echelon of former FTX management to be named in the indictment. Roberts conveyed a message of remorse from Bankman-Fried. Quote, he has indicated an overwhelming desire to put the customers right and to make the customer whole, Eyewitness News quotes Roberts as saying. The Bahamian attorney took pains to note that SBF's decision to be voluntarily extradited to face charges in the U.S. went against, quote, the strongest possible legal advice that we have offered to Sam. Meanwhile, the outlet reports that local police have declined to accept a criminal complaint that several investors claiming losses in the millions following FTX's collapse attempted to file over the weekend. Nevertheless, the complainants say a lawsuit is coming.